Alright, we're gonna do a little at-home workout. So this should last anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes, depending on how many sets and reps you do. So we've got 6 different exercises. We're gonna do 2 sets of the first 2 exercises, move on to the next set of 2 exercises, do 2 sets of those, and then we'll do the last set of 2 exercises, do 2 sets of those. So let's start with the first 2. First one is going to be a side lunge to a hop. So we're gonna start with our feet together. We're gonna step out to the side, down to that side lunge, come up, and then we're gonna hop on that one leg, land, go back down, come up. So let's do 8 each leg. So we're gonna do all one side and then all the other side. So let's lunge out, down, move your hips back, keep that foot flat on the ground, push off that foot, and then hop. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now let's move on over into the other leg. Lunge out and down as low as you can go, and hop. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, next one we're going to pair with that is a band is already up. So let's get a longer band. You can use whatever thickness you want. I think this is a 1-inch band. So you can always make it work with whichever band you use. So we're gonna put the band under your foot or under both feet. You can grab however low on the band you want. The lower to your feet you grab onto the band, the harder it'll be. The more slack you give it, the easier. So let's start feet about hip width. We're gonna do an RDL. So our goal is to keep our back flat, shoulders pulled back. We're moving with our hips. So our hips go forward, we stand up, hips go back, slide the nose knees, and then back up. So we're gonna do 20 of these with the band. So let's start up, pull the shoulders back, chest big, slide in the knees, move those hips back, and 1. So those shoulders should stay pulled back the whole time. 2, so you should never be here. Come back up, push through those feet. There's 3, 4, and you're only going back as far back as your hips can go. So if your hips stop coming back, then don't keep going with that upper body. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. So you should feel those in your hamstrings and your glutes. So let's go back to the first one, the side lunge. So we're stepping out, lunging down, coming up, and then hop. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now let's switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then our banded RDL. Grab your long band. Which you could also do this with a mini band if you want. If you have a mini band, it might be a little bit harder, but put on your feet and then come all the way up, depending on how loose of one you have or how strong. So feet about hip width. Grab as low as you want on that band. We're gonna do 20 reps. We're gonna pull those shoulders back, push those hips back, cycle in the knees. 1, 2, and squeeze that butt as you come up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay. Now let's move on to the next 2 exercises. All right, next 2 are going to be a little bit of core and shoulders. So the first one is going to be a down dog to a bear hold with a shoulder tap. So you probably know what a normal down dog is. So lift that butt up, try to straighten out those legs, get those heels down, head into your shoulders. And then we're gonna come on down into that bear hold. So hips and knees at 90 degrees, knees are not touching, back is flat. Try to keep those hips in place and tap each shoulder. And back up into that down dog and so on. So we're gonna do 8 of those. So let's start with the down dog, hips up, head into your shoulders, push your heels down and back, bear hold, tap, tap. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then the next one, you're going to want to hit a lighter weight. So a 3, 5, 6, whatever you have at home. We're gonna do a bird dog with a weight. So a normal bird dog, you're gonna be on your hands and knees, hands on your shoulders, knees under your hips. Opposite arm and leg, you're gonna go out. You're gonna try to keep your back as flat as you can, facing down, so don't let those hips rotate. You're just gonna extend out, come back down. So we're gonna do all one side and then all the other side. So let's do 8 each side. You're gonna grab that weight with whatever arm is going up. So opposite arm and leg are moving up. You're extending out. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We'll switch sides. Keep that back nice and flat. Core tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, you can set that to the side. Now let's go back to the down dog to bear hold with shoulder tap. So let's do 8 of those again. Start with the down dog. Go up. Bring out those legs, head into your shoulders. And then bear hold, tap, tap. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then let's grab your dumbbell and go back to the bird dog. So get set up first. So you want your hands right underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Whatever arm is going out is going to be the hand with the dumbbell. So opposite arm and leg are moving at the same time. Let's do 8 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll switch other arm and leg. Keep that back flat, core tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, let's set that aside, and then we'll do our last 2 exercises. All right, last 2 exercises. First one is going to be windshield wipers. So you've probably done this one before. It's work your core or obliques. So we're going to be on the ground on our back, hands or arms outstretched to the side. Try not to push through your arms down to the ground. Knees are going to be bent. You're going to go side to side. Use your core to pull your legs back up, and then go to the other side. So that counts as 1. We're going to do 8. So you're using your core to squeeze and bring your legs back up. There's 2. 3. 4. 5. And you can go down however far you want, and as long as your core stays engaged and it's not hurting your back. That should be 7, and 1 more. Try to keep those knees together. And 8. All right, and then last one, we're gonna do a bridge to a crunch. So we're gonna start on our back, knees are gonna be bent, feet flat on the floor. You're going to push down through your feet, lift your hips up, squeeze your butt to do that bridge, come all the way back down, and then we're gonna do a crunch. So we're just squeezing our core, crunching up, and then back down. So it's not a full sit up, just a squeeze of the core. And then we're gonna do 12 of these. So bridge, squeeze the butt, crunch. 1, 2, 3, 4, And you can hold the crunch longer if you want it to activate your abs for longer, and just hold it for a couple seconds, up to you. So there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, one more of each. So let's go back to our windshield wipers. 8 each side. Lay on your back, arms stretched out. Use your core. Pull your legs back up. There's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Okay, now let's do the bridge to crunch. Last one. Let's do 12 reps. Push through those feet, keep those heels down, squeeze that butt, bridge up, and crunch. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, that is all for today. So you can always do more reps or more sets if you would like. But we are all finished, so thanks for joining.